Fourth question. Good afternoon, sir. Mas mataas na ba ang na lumipad or magsiling ang stock kung SME type siya na mag-IPO?
I'm not sure about SMEs kasi again, I'm not an investor. I don't look at these. My trading decisions really depends on the price action. For example, kaka-IPO lang ng company. If there is demand and let's say there is volatility, then I go in. There have been a lot of cases wherein nag-IPO yung isang stock and then it went ceiling or multiple ceiling. Meron ding mga nag-ceiling tapos biglang bumagsak, parang bumaliktad, naging negative 30 or negative 15. So just to name a few, there was back in 2014, I was checking it out earlier, it was DD, Double Dragon, and then we have MM as well, which yun yung recent. And then there was KPPI. Ayan, so I'm just mentioning the stocks na nasakyan ko kasi I don't remember the ones na bumagsak. Ang alam ko na bumagsak was Fruit. Umakyat siya ng, it had some volatility and then bumagsak siya by the end of the day. So, depende talaga. I don't look at, let's say the prospectus, like what John said, na parang you have to study everything. We really just based on price action kasi
charts lang talaga.
We don't know charts lang talaga. If you have, let's say, sobrang believe ka sa company, pero the price action is telling you otherwise, tapos you're losing money, then what do you do, right? So,
tama.
At that point, we just really want to save, or take care of our money. And so, kung aakyat siya, good for you. Just ride the trend. And then, let's say, if na-exhaust na siya, that's the time that you sell.
If I may add, there's two boards at the PSE, main board, SME board. So, yung mga smaller companies, doon sila pwede mag-list sa SME board. Meaning, yung mga requirements sa kanila mas mababa. So, ano ang upside? So, since they are smaller companies, ang expectation sa kanila is they have higher growth potential. So, and they are listing in the market para ma-propel nila yung negosyo nila to reach that growth potential. So, yun ang gusto mong tignan na if ever that company can really deliver. So, kasama rin naman yan sa requirements. I think they need to even provide a 7-year business plan and see to it that they meet the business plan.
So it doesn't matter kung SME o hindi. You really just have to study the company pa rin.
Yeah, you really have to study the company, pero yun na nga, yung SME, since it is a smaller company, relatively smaller company, and for it to be palatable to the investing public, kailangan ang presyo niyan is mas mura compared to its peers. And in that case, there's that room for upside. Si Chase might want to add.
My answer is a little bit more, this is just me personally, and it's a little bit more confidential, but to be honest, I do think SME has a much higher chance of going ceiling, just because if it's a small offering, the demand is still there. So everybody is, I'm going to go back to that demand and supply. So there's not a lot of paper. So there is a much higher chance. But again, same goes, if it's an SME, sometimes if it's not in the favorites, there's no institutions purchasing, there's no retails purchasing. So the risk is also significantly higher. You can also see significant going down just because it could be that there's just totally no demand.
Walang volume then.
On SMEs. Because I mean, somehow the institutions don't really fully commit on SMEs. So
John, right now ba ang small board natin active din siya or hindi siya as active as the big board?
Not really the board, but you look at the companies within the board. Right now, yung SME board natin, konti lang ang listed companies doon. Kanina na-mention ni George yung Double Dragon. In fact, Double Dragon listed under the SME board. And then that company grow, nakita natin na lumaki yung kumpanya na yun. Then eventually applied for the main board. So talking about liquidity, parehas lang naman yung trading sa main board and sa SME board. Parehas ang rules, parehas ang market phase, parehas ang schedule. But it is true, there are companies that are too small na hindi napapansin ng market and therefore mahina ang liquidity. Ibig sabihin, konti ang bumibili. So in that case, mahina ang liquidity, mahina ang activity ng kumpanya na yon and may affect the price negatively. Tama, I agree with Chase really.
Okay.